Hey, Margo
Hey,
Teeny. I'm so
Lilla.
happy to be here.
Oh my gosh, so am I. So happy to be here. Very
So
excited.
so exciting. It's I love this course. It's a beautiful course. I mean, what the students do, the trend boards, type in where you are, people. And by the way, we are going to hello, Lydia from
Hi,
Birmingham.
Lydia.
We we are going to do a giveaway of the course toward the end. We have a British Jenny is in the house.
Hi, Jenny.
Um,
Amy, Rebecca, Burlington. Oh, St. Paul. Lived there.
Wow.
Yes,
And
yes.
we have a beautiful PowerPoint for you.
Port Townsend, you're right by me.
So nice to see everybody. Oh, it's being live
London,
streamed.
Reno.
Good idea.
Oh, that's
Hello,
awesome. Hi, everybody. Oh,
Facebook people.
thanks for being here from all hours of the day.
Yep.
Appreciate that. All hours of the day and all dots on the map.
Let's show our mugs.
You know, I always show up with the one that I know you broke yours. Oops, sorry, lipstick.
Did I? That's
You
good.
said you did. I broke mine too, but super glue. Look at Lilla's. That is fantastic.
Rifle.
These are both decals, which you will learn about.
Oh, yeah. So,
Decals. Very
so,
different decals, but equally successful. And a
so
very straight mug and a very hand-built mug. And look at the difference in the handles. But I'm getting ahead of myself.
and look at that. No, that's what we want. We want the Margo expertise.
So
Look at the
putting that gold on that handle costs extra and is an extra firing.
yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that fun? And
It's
you
so
guys,
cool.
you'll hear me say this, but I had a boss once that he wouldn't let us he wouldn't let us put a mug in the line, and he was a big guy, unless all of his fingers could get through the handle. He'd be like, that is not a pretty mug. He would never let me do this.
Oh, I have to show you this, and we're going to get started in a sec, people. I know I've showed this before. This Erica root. Erica, are you in the
I have
house?
not seen that.
You need to make this.
What
It's a
is that?
pencil holder,
Oh
and
my
it's the greatest
gosh.
thing. You need to, this is a runaway bestseller.
Okay,
We're
Erica
going to be
Root,
pitching it
who had a
soon.
birthday this week, didn't she? Or something. Yeah, I love that, Lilla. So she made that for you?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
it says Lilla. I'm
that
like the
is
luckiest
stinking
little
cute.
gal.
Okay, you people who are interested in taking the course, this is a great, we talk about ideas or things that can be repurposed in other ways.
Mhm.
That is such a good idea. Love it.
Such a good idea. Such a good idea. So, we have a poll will pop up. Hello, Mari and Allison and Dia and Susan.
Jan, hi. Harpreet, hello.
If you
Leah,
can't
oh, I'm
see
so
the
glad you're here.
if you can't see the poll, then press your escape button on your keyboard on the upper left, and it's probably behind if you filled the screen with.
And Greg, we're looking for your kind of, responses because they're always the best.
Yeah. Is Greg here?
He's here.
I must have missed it. Hey, Becky.
Hi, Becky.
Becky keeps the show
Becky,
running.
can we clone you? Because,
I mean, I do have a Becky, but I need a
I
personal
need a
Becky.
Becky.
I know. I know.
She does help me tremendously, though.
Hey,
Keep all this
Raquel.
going.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She's patient. Let's just say that.
She's
She's
very
chuckling right
patient. She never gets mad at me. And let's see. Oh, so fill out the poll, people. We have a lot of people who have taken a Matt's course before.
now. Love it.
One. We
And some people
have
that haven't. Welcome.
welcome. We love you. You're in the right place. It's a good community of people. And you're going to learn a ton. And I'm going to introduce Margo in a sec. We have a bunch of you who have taken the home decor course before, a bunch that have already signed up. Yay, you. We're really happy. Class starts Monday. But if you sign up right now, today, you can see the 4 trend boards that Margo and I did new for this course. And they're gorgeous. And you can pick one. And then that's what you're going to use as your guide for the whole class.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay.
There's juicy things in there for you already. I had somebody DM me, someone that follows me, and said, she said, I almost signed up for the home decor class. I said, what do you mean almost? So I said, you're going to
Yeah,
learn so much. You're going to
of
have such
course.
a good time. So she did.
So type in if you've picked the trend board, which trend board you, okay, let me
Yes.
start over. Type in the trend board you picked. Folk wallflower, not yet. Folk,
Folk.
folk
Folk.
fun,
Good. That
modern
is such an
craft,
up and coming trend, the folk.
craft,
Oh,
folk.
good. Folk.
Yeah, a lot of folk, flower, wallflower.
Wallflower. Good. We had so
Yeah.
much fun making those, Lilla and
Oh,
myself.
yeah, modern craft,
Modern
wallflower,
craft. That was a good one. Folk.
not yet.
Folk's going to be good in your portfolio because it's
Mm,
trending, people. I mean,
mhm,
it never goes away, but
right.
Lilla and I always make sure there's things in there that are going to help you.
Yeah,
Lisa, don't miss out.
yeah. Okay, so Margo, you know what I think people would love to hear is if you tell them, like, okay, you're a hotshot creative director, consultant for cool companies, which you can mention, but I asked Margo, can she tell us some of the artists she's worked with on product? She's made everything in the world. Every home decor product she's made, she knows everything. I learned a ton from her when we filmed the course a billion years ago. Or not a billion, a few years ago.
I've made that much more. It's in between. So there you go.
Unbelievable. And yeah, Hallmark was one. And then, so tell us a few of the artists
Helen.
you've worked with.
Oh my goodness. So Lisa Congdon, I wrote some down. There's so like Jessica Swift, Jennifer Orkin Lewis, Sarah Walsh, Wendy Addison, for those of you who are a little bit OG. If anybody has a glass glittered letter or has ever owned one, we made those. Asta Barrington, Kelsey Kay from Snippets of Whimsy, Lori Siebert. Oh gosh, several.
Lilla Rogers.
Lilla Rogers. I've done a
We
line
did.
with Lilla Rogers. Why didn't we think of that right away?
I know.
Basically it's like, who can I work with and how can I get them a line? It's really fun.
That's so great. So what are so first I asked Margo before we went live, I said, Margo, could you tell us some of the products you've worked on? And she's like, everything in tabletop, everything in this, everything in this, everything. I'm like, paint a picture of like just a few products. So she made some notes. You want to tell us what you jotted down?
Yes, I really literally have made a lot of things. I've worked with companies that have made holiday decor and home decor and things like that, but we wanted to dig in and give you some specifics to kind of get you like, oh, that's a thing, or to just get you thinking. One of my favorites was a picture that looked like a vase of flowers. So imagine you illustrated this vase of flowers and we turned it into this 3-dimensional picture, and we designed it so that the top of the flowers, if you're looking sideways, kind of went like this, and then the spout, if you will, then was shaped specifically and perfectly done so it wouldn't drip and poured. But you have this beautiful, ever fresh vase of flowers that's usable as a picture.
Wait, so the vase itself is sculpted flowers?
Yes.
Or
the picture it looks like a drawing. So there's a vase and then flowers come out the top and a little leaf made the handle. And then there's a so does that, I know I talked kind of fast, but so if you looked at the side of it, say imagine you drew a drawing of a vase of flowers.
Right,
so
right.
3D like magic, wiggle your nose, Star Wars, and we turned it into a ceramic picture.
So here's the vase, let's say. So up here is flowers and down here's the vase, but it's shaped. That's so cool. Okay.
And then another one was of many was a tin ceiling fixture that came down. So it had a really cool covered, we made this in India. So it had a really neat fabric covered cord. And then it was punched tin. So tin is a kind of a grayish metal before you do anything to it. But certain parts of the world where you make things there, it's easier to get something hand painted than other parts. So this one was hand painted with a pattern that the artist had designed. And with the holes punched in it, it was this bright, wonderful hanging fixture, right? That when you turned it on, it had this beautiful kind of pattern that reflected onto the walls.
There were holes in it. And what was the art that was painted? Like
it was a floral pattern, so it was kind of viney with some flowers and some graphic things too.
So it looks sort of like wash or oil paint or
It
something.
did. It was just a nice, heavy, thick, beautiful, juicy kind of paint.
I want one.
Yeah. It does seem like a Lilla thing.
I need to
Um,
own it.
one of the things that I'm working, I work as a consultant for a couple of companies because I love bringing more art into the world. That's what I love to do. And one of the companies is Studio M, and they're doing a line of vinyl floor cloths. So this is a whole catalog full, but this is one wonderful one that Nellie Edwards, some of you might know Nellie online, and this is her butterfly.
Gorgeous.
And I saw this art maybe on her Instagram, and we turned it into this wonderful vinyl floor mat. And I was just at Vegas at the show, and people just loved it. It's so
Oh,
great.
yeah,
So
that's a hit.
it's a hit. So, there's so many things. Your art doesn't have to be bright and colorful. For instance, this is also a very good selling floor cloth. So you see, it's a beautiful pattern with pattern underneath.
Oh,
So
very rich.
there's just a wide range of think about what you're interested in. What's your house look like? Do you have bright, colorful things? Are you very monochromatic? Well, guess what? There's many more people like that. So there's a range of possibilities available for what we can put out into the world. One of the memories I love is a factory that we used to use a lot in China, and it was very handmade. Everything was made in paper mache, or this was when I was making a lot of holiday things. And I have a visual in my mind I love to tour the factory. You don't always get to, so I always used to have to ask. This one was very Willy Wonka. And I looked down this kind of aisleway, and there's women working at all the tables. And at the very end, there's two women, and one they have like a dish tub on the floor, and there's a paper. I could see this paper mache. It was a paper mache Santa that we had designed. It was big. And so one's holding it, and the other woman is taking a tub of glitter, like a tub, and dumping it all over the top. So it had this whole kind of like see-through glitter layer. But these are the things, like, it's handmade. Somebody designed that. We sent the design over. We worked through it. And here's these fabulous women doing their thing to put it out into the world. So
That's nice. That's nice. Do you assign, like, if you saw a few artists in class, might you consider assigning them some work, commissioning, working with
absolutely.
them? Okay,
Yes.
bingo.
I'm always looking, always.
Fabulous. Thank you, Margo. And now I'll introduce me. If I'm an art agent, I've been an art agent for 28 and a half years, and I love it. I love mentoring my artists, and we've worked on a million projects, which you can see on our website, lillarogers.com, and under products. But don't go away now. And and before that, I was an illustrator for a whole bunch of years. Been teaching maths for 10. It's our 10-year anniversary. But the cool part is I have taken, I think, like 30 artists from maths courses. That's a lot. And we
That's a
do
lot.
look all the time. And Kim is always looking, and then we show them to the team, and we're always looking. So that's pretty exciting. We've worked for Anthropology and Urban Outfitters and West Elm, and like everybody in between. Okay, don't forget we have the giveaway at the end. So I think we are ready to share the screen. Let's look at this pretty PowerPoint. Can everybody see? And if you have questions, just put them in the Q&A down below. Okay, good. All right, so isn't that pretty? Here's what we're going to cover today. What is home decor? What the heck is it? Why take the course? What's in the course? What I and Margo look for in a home decor pitch. What do we look for? You're going to see some examples of work from class, student work that got gigs, student work from previous classes that got paying home decor gigs. And I gathered a few images from Matt's prep. So we have all that. What is home decor? Oh, I should have Oh, well, maybe I'll show this when we go off the screen. It's products that furnish your home, large and small, from mugs to wall art to sofas. And all these products in the background are products my agency has commissioned with artists. Does this class actually work? Well, I'm glad you asked, because let's look at examples of student work that got real life paying gigs.
Oh my gosh, Lilla, this is reminding me when you show products, I found something that you're going to get a smile off of.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So Zoe Ingram, my artist, did this piece for class. And this is a small selection of the work she got. Isn't that beautiful? And this is hand painted. Well, I mean, this is hand painted. Let me point over here. It's all hand painted, and you can use Procreate, digital, whatever. Yeah, plaid, people. I know I got some pushback on how plaid is a trend, but hand done quirky plaids and plaids in nutty colors is what
Yes.
I was talking about. So there's that. Then Zoe did this piece in class, and she got these licenses and a whole bunch more.
So that is what I found this week in Portland. I found a plate from this collection and I have it.
No. Did you do this with us?
No, this is Creative Co-op. Yes.
Okay. And you did that. Yeah.
Yep.
And
You
then
know, Leah had left a comment a minute ago too. The best thing is walking in to a store after this class and seeing all the farm fresh, a previous home decor palette, and gawking at all the gorgeous items that we helped artists from Matt's get into producing products. So it really does work.
That's great. So Katie Vernon did this piece. How fun is this? And look what she got from it. How amazing.
See how that translates?
Whoops, sorry. I bumped.
It's here's the assignment, and this was the what she put in for her final. It was kind of a mix of all the weeks.
Mhm.
And then look at how beautifully that translated. That's real life.
Real, yeah. And what you're showing is, look at this. This is this. This, they took this and just changed it up.
And that's on the
But-
back probably.
Oh, but she gave enough unique hand done stuff. Listen up, people, that cannot be done by the talented in-house team at the company. In-house means they're staff artists for the company, and they're very busy. So they'll do work in Illustrator or something, but they don't have the time or the technique or the unique brand and vision that a Katie Vernon has. This, she's a very particular cool look that she's evolved over the years. Okay, this is another piece from class. I'm sorry, I don't have who did this one? Anybody know?
Oh, I should remember.
I'm dying. Oh, let's look at
It's in my brain somewhere.
I know, maybe somebody. Oh, Ann Cote, you're
That's
right,
right.
Rocio.
Yes. Well
Thank
done.
you. Man, that's cool. And the thing is, be yourself. Please listen, people, make products you love, that you would want, that's your taste level, because that's who the client will look for. Okay, these are some products that we've done in the agency. This was Helen Dardick, Susie Altman, Sarah Walsh, Rebecca Jones, and Tara Lilly. Helen Dardick. Do I get an A? That was good. So you see there's everything, all kinds of stuff out there. Okay. More work that we've commissioned artists over the years. Linens, this is a glass plate, you can't see, but it's like a glass paperweight. These are these like plastic Tupperware things. Helen Dardick, Susie Altman.
And you see the diversity there. There's
Mhm.
different sizes. There's a hand sculpted little bird. There's glass, there's fabric, there's ceramic, there's simple and complicated and lettering, and anything you do can be something.
So this is by Carolyn Gavin. It's a linen. And here's another one. And see, this is like an itty bitty pineapple repeat. And then here, big, huge, juicy, watercolory, blobby blurry shapes, not blurry, but blendy. Isn't that great? Yeah. It's fun to style these photos. So this is, I just took this from our website and you see a
That
lot of
that
things.
planter is the same company that does these vinyl rugs.
Oh yeah. Magnet Studio M.
Mhm. Look at all the variety here. This is so
I know.
cool.
Isn't it fun? Toothbrush, chair. This is embroidery transfers. And here's the thing. You might do this piece of art like Sarah Walsh. Of course, you don't copy, you will do your own thing. And you may get like a tote bag. You don't, this we did with Jillian Phillips a long time ago and I've saved it. Well, you may get a puzzle. I know you can't see. I'll show them big later. You may get a freaking puzzle. You don't know what you're going to get, but you're showing people imagery and that's cool. So you might get a toothbrush. We
And
just
and you never know when people are looking and what they're looking at and what they're thinking about. It's really fun
Mhm.
to see it come to life.
So we've these are all anthropology gigs that we've done. Bedding, a tent, pillows, more crib sheet, toddler sham, and all that. It's kind of tiny, but you get the picture. Oh, this was Tara Lily did for Anthro.
I
I
love
think
that so
this is
much.
so gorgeous. Great color. But look, and we're going to teach you this, but I want you to know this now. Um, so here's more like a scene kind of, and then here's a repeat, really pretty, and then here's a border. So,
And
yeah.
I just want to point one thing out because I know we talk about it on that tea towel. Do you see the lace at the bottom? So
Oh,
that
this
is
one.
part of her
This one.
artwork, you guys,
Yeah.
which is such a little cool design trick because you can certainly add it, but that adds a little cost. So sometimes the company might say, that's great, but we're going to have to take the lace off because we have to save some money.
Mhm.
And ding, ding, you can draw it in your artwork. And I love this example.
It is great. I love it too. And it gives you a little sense of delight. It's very cool. Zoe Ingram, these are projects we got our
Yeah,
artists.
I did a lot. I did most everything
Did
on that
you
page.
did this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we were so excited. This is a big poof like you sit on. That's how
Yep.
big it is.
It was all embroidered on the top.
Oh man. Did you have fun
So
working on
fun.
this?
So much fun. So
Oh,
much fun.
good. So good. So pretty. Okay. So this is recent home decor products in the marketplace. These aren't products my agency has done, but just things to show you. A lot of it's anthropology, which I think is a really good place to look because they do the most artistic, they're very ahead of trend. They take the most visual risks. So we at my agency, we really love seeing what they do. Plates are always huge. Of course, Nathalie Latte. I have the hedgehog. These have been around for a long time and they just keep selling them.
Yeah, they're great.
Aren't they great? Notice the border on plates. That's fun. Look at the border here. So there's the purple and then there's a yellow railroad tracky one. Here's blue with like a viney thing. Here's a really big border with lots of stuff going on. And here is just a little green border and more like this is just really a scene, not even much of a border. Here's a whole collection, more dark and rich. Then this is Danica. I love what they do.
I do too.
Aren't they cool, Margo? Look at this.
Yes.
Yeah, I love them. It's very happy. It's very like gorgeous colors, very Scandinavian. These are trinket trays. I would like one of each, please.
They're
I love
wonderful.
them, right? And look at this wonky shape. Okay, big question. People ask, oh, do I have to like make it look realistic and like do it in CAD or do like
Please don't.
mock-ups with, please don't, please don't. You don't, unless you want to,
Right. Unless that's your style and then do.
then do, but please don't. If you're like, do I have to? That means no, right away. That
Mhm.
means no. You can simply draw. Well, you saw the examples. their colors, I'm gonna die. Remember for a color trend one year, I did pink stone and salted caramel.
Yes, yes, look at that.
That was still one of my favorite I
It's a
don't do a
great
color
combo.
trend every year. I only do if there's something that thrills me. Of course, I can't get enough like bright mustard and pink.
I was thinking you need that little sewing machine box right
I
there, Lilla.
do. I really do. I'll take one of each. Oh
Yes.
Lord. Oh, God, so pretty. Gorgeous colors, people.
I just saw
Gorgeous.
those bags in person in Las Vegas.
No.
Yeah, the booth was stunning.
Yeah, I love them.
So useful too,
And they're
I mean,
yeah.
and it just like think about that. That's your art on something that's usable every day that people are seeing out in the world. There's
Mhm,
such a range that's being shown here. And it's just so
mhm.
great to remember all these things are being made every day.
And all you have to do is make the beautiful art, draw a little bag shape with by hand or whatever, and then they worry about manufacturing, making this and that.
Yes.
They do all the work
And
for you.
the details of how to make it perfectly fit and all that, that comes once you get
Mhm.
the gig.
Yeah. The shop is Ruby Star Society. They do fabric too.
Yes.
Tons of. So why take the freaking course? Like, why should I, Lilla? Prove it. What do you get? These are nice photos, I must admit. I took them, but I haven't seen them
Very
for a
nice.
while. You'll learn a ton. It's intensive. It's 5 week. But Lilla, I work full time. That's okay. You can do as much or as little as you want. And you have the course for like, how long do they have it for, Becky? You have the course for a while, so you can keep working. You have all the information. It does have weekly deadlines because my whole thing is knowing how to motivate the creative person. I do not want you to get overwhelmed. ADHD, creative overwhelm, all those different mental kind of learning styles. I give you little bits and you ease in. By the time the week is over, you have a gorgeous board. Oh, it's open until 26 September of this year.
There's so
Yes.
much information too that you really won't find. It's insider information.
Mhm. As I said, I learned so much from Margo. And we've licensed a ton of products, but I learned so much. And it wasn't just that it was useful information, it was exciting. My favorite is when you take us on a tour of like the ceramic um,
Yeah.
factories.
Factory. Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
so fun.
God. Okay, so you have everything you need to know to create 5 stellar pitches. Actually, you will make 5 stellar pitches.
Right.
You will. It doesn't matter your level. We love total beginners. We love the person, we can tell if like you're coming from a different field or your graphic designer didn't really draw much. And we love everybody because we were there once too. Like you should see my early art. It was really bad. And yet for 12, 15 years, I made my living drawing pictures. So I got better. You stick with it. Don't worry. Don't worry about your level. Please, I beg you, don't worry about it. If you're motivated, which we do in class, and if you make the time to do the work, you will get better. Fact. That's a fact. Okay. Get your work in front of a creative director, an agent, creative director Margo, and agent Lilla, and it's for all levels. Weekly reviews. Okay. My I've been teaching my whole life. I taught at Parsons, I taught in San Francisco, I've taught obviously maths, I've taught like other place. I don't even remember. I love teaching. I understand what you need. If I said, well, just do this piece, do it whenever, like, I hope you get to it this week, but that's cool. No, it's creativity. You need a deadline. It's your best friend. So you have weekly deadlines. And what motivates you even more is you want to get reviewed by Lilla and Margo.
Hmm.
That's fun, right? And you're going to learn. So you submit. We have a high degree of buy-in in my courses, and that's important to me as an educator. That said, we only select a few pieces. We can't go over the hundreds of images. And a
Right.
lot of what we say applies. They're teaching moments. Thank you, Lydia. They're teaching moments for you to learn. Oh, I see. We should change scale. Let me look at my piece. Did I change scale on the pillow and
Right.
this? So you're going to learn, even if you're not picked. And we do pick the very best work. However, we usually do random picks. We
Yes.
pick like 3, 4, 5 random picks. I pick a number and I go to that row and I pick the 5 across the row because we want everybody to have a chance. Okay. Buy-in, Alice, means a high degree of people doing the work that they, can somebody say what buy-in means? A high degree of like doing it, of agree, of, okay, we are super positive. This is not a critique session. I believe that loving kindness, supportiveness is how people grow. And Margo and I are on your side.
Yes.
Okay, high percentage of students who submit. Thank you, Stephanie. Okay, lots of highly motivated people, which brings the whole class up. We give actual usable feedback. It's very practical. I remember when I was in art school, the teacher might say, this isn't working for me. Oh, what the F do you want me to do with that? So I might be like, if you change the contrast here and make this a little brighter, like a
Right.
brighter yellow, a little more, it's going to pop forward on the page. Like, give me specifics. Okay. And you learn from seeing the work of other students. You learn from, I've been teaching almost 50 years. Trying to do the math. So 40, 50 years. So you get good at the racket. And then Margo is also excellent teacher, font of knowledge and all that. So you learn from seeing your fellow students because you see, oh, wow, that's really good. And you don't say, oh, that's really good, I suck, because that's not useful. You say, oh, that's really good. And one day I'm going to be that good. I'm going to keep working hard and I'm going to be that good. Okay, write that down. Margo, you want to read this one?
Sure. How does it work? We give you weekly mini assignments, and they're giving out, sorry, if I could talk, I could say it. The mini assignments are given out at the beginning of the week on Mondays. So that's a kind of a way to get you warmed up. And there's always a great kind of exercise on the subject matter. And then the big assignment is given out on Wednesdays. And hint, the mini has something to do with the big assignment every week. Then the assignments are due on Saturdays. So you have the rest of the week to kind of work on that. And we give our reviews on Mondays. So you get a mini, then the big assignment, then you work on it, you turn it in, and then we have a chance to look at it and talk to you about it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Thank you. How about this one, Margo?
Sure. What is reviewed? So we review, as Lilla mentioned, a selection of work, a selection of the pieces you've turned in each week to teach you what's working about them. And as Lilla mentioned too, we also just kind of pick some random picks so that we have the opportunity to talk about many things that we're seeing. And it's just a way for everybody's done the same assignment that week. So we're reviewing things from that week that you've all had in your heads and your hands and you've been working out. So it's just a good way, whether you're reviewed or not, to understand a little bit more about the potential and the possibility and what works. One of the things you showed, Lilla, earlier was, oh gosh, I can't remember whose art it was, but it was the sofa that then had the pillow made off of it.
Katie Vernon?
Katie.
Katie
But that would be a fun one to review because there was simple pattern in that. There was some that was busier. There was some hero pieces. So those are the kind of things that we dig into on those boards, and you learn from those reviews a whole lot as well.
Totally. It's really fun. It's the highlight of the week, I think. And it's when we
We love doing them. So fun.
We do. We spend the whole weekend looking at the gallery,
Yeah.
and we pick like Margo doesn't see what I pick. I don't see what she picks. And at the end, we look on Dropbox at what we picked, and there's huge overlap, which is affirming because it we're not the same person. We have different perspectives, so that's pretty cool. And then Margo will pick pieces I wouldn't pick because she sees a commerciality for her clients, and I pick pieces she might not pick because I see, so it's I love it. It's really
great
fun.
crossover.
Yeah. Okay, what else do you get? Weekly videos with Margo. You will learn a ton. Margo, you want to tell them a little bit about those?
Sure. So every week, the course is set up so that every week is a different substrate. And what I mean by substrate is a different material. So glass, metal, wood, fabric, and ceramics are the things we focus on. So each week there's a video that goes along with that, but there's all sorts of tidbits about little things that as somebody who's been making these products for decades, I know what it means to put that gold glaze on. That's an extra fight. There's all sorts of little industry details and what goes into making a product, what a decal is, what hand painting means, what the difference might be if you paint your lace trim on the bottom of your tea towel design or you spec it as true lace. There's just lots of learning for you, lots of samples that we show. Lilla and I talk back and forth. We ask each other questions and we work through it there. So it's like a cooking show for designing things, if you will. We have all the ingredients and we teach you how it all comes together to create this end product.
So true. And then I have a Lilla's Corner videos, one a week on the creative life, because I think the social emotional aspect of creating, just like Olympic athletes have coaches that talk about the headspace, the mental game, you two are doing something, you're doing something completely unknown, not done before, that has a myriad of possibilities when you put that pen to paper, the brush to paper. And so I give you, those are the weekly support chats. Okay, super friendly and helpful private Facebook group. What scanner should I get? What Procreate brush do you love? You can ask these people anything you want. They know everything. I've even asked because I don't know everything, and they're so freaking useful. Guest VIPs every week. How cool is that? Hear from people in the field what they look for. Okay, learn top tips from a creative director from Décor. These are products that we have done. This is a tin plate, ceramic. This is a candle, magnet. Nice. Anything else? You get 4 brand new trend boards. With each with the trend board, you're going to get the trend board analysis stock, because you can look at a trend board and go, oh, that's really pretty, but we want you to dig in and learn, how do you look at a trend board? Trend boards are used in the industry. How do you look at it? What do you look for? How is it helpful? How does it teach you? Color, what lettering is on there, what imagery, what animals, what flora, and so forth. Every week you get Margo's finishing techniques videos. I love Margo's finishing techniques. That was my favorite thing. Some of it is stuff that you don't need to worry about, but if you learn these things of what is possible, like you don't have to know how they perforate the tin on the lampshade, but it's like, oh, I could perforate my tin. Oh, I could add tassels and pom-poms. Yeah. It just mirrors, little mirror mosaic. Like, she will blow your mind. This is gold. Like, no one, I don't know any course that does that. Most courses are usually taught by artists, but you're getting a manufacturer here. Margo?
Right. And I have a habit of, when I'm looking at people's portfolios or their Instagrams, or just mentally turning it into products. So as Lilla and I are looking at your assignments that you're turning in, she's thinking, who can I license this to? It could be XYZ ABC, and I'm thinking, how can I turn
Mhm.
that could be an amazing such and such, or look, they drew it as a sofa, but it could be a chandelier, it's just,
Mhm.
we have a lot of fun and we share that with you. And it's I think the learning, I haven't seen this kind of information given
Mhm.
anywhere else.
Yeah, I don't believe so either. I haven't seen it. Okay. So these are trend boards from previous classes. And you may say, oh, that's really pretty. But what I want you to see is look at the lettering. See how
Yes.
it's sans serif here and it's wide letter spaced and they're condensed letters and they're colored in with like watercolor or something. You have it bigger to blow up. Look at the lettering here. Look at what's the foliage. Well, this is black and white and gray tones of this sort of vintage ephemera. And here, very muted, the sort of dirty rose and pale, and the grays in all this gray green. Here we have foxglove, which of course is poisonous. Is it digitalis? Yeah, digitalis,
Yeah.
which yeah is poisonous. So that's
That
kind of
color
neat.
is so gorgeous.
Oh, so color, the cream to the soft pink. We have you look at what are we looking here? What is this pattern? Black background, a lot of dark backgrounds for this one. So, and then there's a color palette for you that you can use simply, you can just use. So, and then Cupcake Market is a different one. Look at this wallpaper and these, what's the name of these plants? I
I
forget.
call them lamb's ear, but I
Oh
might.
yeah, it's like it is related to limbs or cupcakes and so forth. So you learn how to look and you get ideas.
And we have 4 new trend boards for you.
Mm,
They're very fun.
exactly. We made two each, so you get two perspectives and each cover. These are the 5 categories we do, one each week, and we explore. I know you all want to do ceramic. Everybody wants to make a mug and plates. But did you know what you can do in metal and glass and
Right.
wood? And you want fabric too, because tea towels and stuff. Okay, this is Oh, I'm holding this, but this is what Margo did.
Right. It was
Tell us, Margo.
that was Tara's bird, I think. So
Mm-hmm.
she had the drawing. It was part of her, flat art. And we said, oh, let's sculpt this into a fun little bird. So we did, and we made several colors. Now this could have been, okay, here I'm gonna go riff, right? It could have been a bell. This was a wonderful sit about. Could have been a bell. It could have been a salt and pepper shaker. It could have been, so many wonderful things that we go into in ceramics. But I just want you to look at this and start thinking about your work in 3D. That's the
Mm-hmm.
whole point of this, that you start looking at the work you do and thinking a little bit more broadly for the applications that you might have and the companies that you might be able to work with.
Mm-hmm. It all comes down to the artwork.
It does.
Okay. Don't forget to put your Q&A in the Q&A, your questions in the Q&A below. Salah Farouk asks, are there ethnic arts trends in home decor, black art in particular? 1,000,000,000%. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Whatever your aesthetic is. I said in the beginning, I want you to be you,
Yeah.
show you, do it beautifully, do it professionally, do it what you love, what you like, whatever it is, we want to see that.
Draw your joy, right, Lilla?
People buy your joy.
And one of my sayings is they also buy what they see. So if you put out there the things that you're passionate about, that's the work you're going to get.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which goes hand in hand with they buy your joy. So there you go.
Alice Shoot asks, how current are the trend boards and how long does the trend last? I don't think any trend. Owls was a trend that came for a long time and went. And it's not gone completely, but that was a trend. But most, Leah says, Lilla creates trends.
Lilla does create trends.
Thank you. I do put out what I want you all to do and what I want to see. And I think there's a lot of room for mysticism. We're signing a lot in book.
The
And
trend board,
that's
the trends that we put out are not limited trends. They are
Mhm.
trends that will have a long life and they will show up in your portfolio in a way that will serve you for a long time.
Yeah, it's not like fashion, which used to be like big shoulder pads were in the 80s, then they were out, and then blah blah. Like there were trends like that. It's not like fashion. You can still buy something that was out on the market 10 years ago because it's just so pretty. Like the anthropology hedgehog plate that Natalie Lete does. That we're uh, we should really change the name to inspiration boards.
Right.
They inspire you, they are gorgeous, and in your style, it's your style that's going to make them your work. Okay. This is the schedule. This is week 4, and this shows you what you get every day. It's very organized. You go to the website and you get all your downloadables and your videos you watch and all the good stuff. Okay. Look at that. Saturday, my work travels in Asia with Margo. Okay, here's what we all want to see, right? Student work from get ready to hold your hats. You're going to be blown away. These people, several of them have taken the course many times, or they're professionals, or they're working illustrators, but they started at the beginning. Okay, but they kept at it. So what we do is that we give a checklist so you can see these are the things we look at. Is it uncluttered? Change of scale, tells one clear story, and so forth. We go over that in class. This was last year. These were some pieces from last year. Ruth Burrows, who I took on, I think, from this class.
Love it.
Yeah, I mean, like, look at this pink blotch splattering in the crisp shape, and this, it's her colors, it's the lettering, it's how she lays out the page, and we've gotten her work. So this is so pretty. Claire Westwood, very charming. Look at this, just really pretty. It all hangs together. It's got, you can almost hear the soft music, it's very like
Yeah.
a children's room.
And she was inspired. Like we talk about what about large furniture? What about decorating the front of something? What does that mean? What about cutouts? So we discuss all these things, and that's where some of this inspiration has come from. Certainly her art takes it to another level, but I'm just saying if you were sitting there thinking, "Oh my gosh, I wouldn't have thought of a dresser," we cover all that.
Yeah, and you may see a piece like this in class and go, "Oh, yeah, I want to do something like that next time." And people don't copy each other. It's
Mm-mm.
beautiful. I'm really proud of my students. I may look at this and say, not only would I submit this for home decor to our clients, but I'd love to get a bulk fabric collection from this. I'd love to get,
Mhm.
if she makes it all of horses or flowers and really busy, I could see getting her a puzzle. I could see her getting stationery. So lots of things. JoJo Clinch, gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And look how tight her color palette is. But it's her beautiful use of water and watercoloriness.
Somebody had the question, are the color palettes we recommend at the bottom of the trend boards what would like you to use? And they are highly recommended. That's why we put them there, because we feel that they're colors that
Pretty.
are appropriate for that. Certainly if you want to throw something in, you can, but that's what we recommend. We're not going to, you won't be there's no design
I think
police, but
I think they're just suggested.
yeah, there's suggestions, and it's a
They're
nice place to
suggested.
start where you suggest it because we feel that those are important colors to think about for that
Yeah.
trend.
And
But
you can see
do
here,
your thing.
JoJo probably just used a few of them and then stayed very tight within. So
You
um,
do you.
you do you, people. And I want to remind you, it's your portfolio. Show the work you want to get. Show the work you want to get. So if you feel like, I like this, but I'm going to push this trend board even further to more like what's me, go for it. We're here to help you, not to hold you back.
Right.
Here to help you, not hold you back.
We give
Oh,
suggestions for you to hopefully do even better
mhm.
work.
Right. Lydia, look at the range of styles. Lydia Graves, we took on Lydia from class, my
Yes.
agency. I
Very
mean, this
cool.
is so gorgeous. And she's
Great
really,
lettering too.
yeah, just really the colors, the detail. Lydia, this is Procreate, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And, she curls up. Do you work full time as an elementary art teacher? Full time or a lot of time? She works a lot, but she still was able to do the assignments and give like a massive amount of time. How did you do that, Lydia? How did you manage? She works full time. How did you manage to take the course and work full time? Can you type in your tips? Companies accept Procreate submissions. Yes, absolutely,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Christy. Yeah, anything as long as it's high res
Lydia
enough.
says she draws every minute that she can.
She has a son too in school. Yeah, because you know why? She wanted this so badly. She
Yep.
wanted this so badly. She wanted to work like this. She wanted an agent and she got it. Okay. Calendar blocking, says Raquel. Absolutely. Okay, Paloma. We took Paloma, I
Yep.
think from the children's book class, maybe. But anyway, but everything pushed forward. I might see you in one class and be like, I got my eye on that one. And then in another class, you evolve even further. So, I wish I could take on, probably there's like 100 of you I'd love to take on seriously, but I'm just one agency. There are others, and I'm happy if you go to other agents and they take you. Yay, I want everybody happy. Okay, this is beautiful. Margo, your thoughts?
I love it. I look at this, and this was from 1 week. Some of the things you're seeing are the culmination of all 5 weeks, but this was from the glass week.
Mhm.
And just the use of flowers. And this is a great example of maybe one of those reds was on the style board or the inspiration board, but she made it work and pop and made those birds wings so gorgeous and the flowers so interesting. I see pattern here. I see elements and imagery and character and and I love that one tall champagne flute in the back shows it in one color. So that's just
Mhm.
another way to get the person looking at this art thinking about it. People buy what they see. So you're leading the witness here with these. It's really fun. And
Well,
those glass pieces, I don't know if she illustrated or she used a template. We provide templates and how to use them. There's videos on how to and where to find them too if you want to do that route, or you can draw your own. There's lots of options.
so to answer somebody's question, do we go over how to, oh yeah, Heather asked, will you go over how to create mock-ups in art? If so, will the mock-ups be illustrated like this? So, whoops, let's go up. So you see, that's just all hand drawn. That's hand drawn. Not any one of these is better than anyone else. These are all hand drawn. Um,
Yep.
and you can see, you can do it as wonky as you want to as like this looks like it was a mock-up, the glass, this one, but this one looks like she drew. Who the heck knows? I don't need to see it mocked up. Sometimes it can take away from your art, so you
Yeah.
don't always have to.
Yeah.
You definitely don't ever have to. This is beautiful. Rocio, you're here, right? That's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely
I remember
beautiful.
this one.
I
I
hope you're
remember the
sending
first
this
time I saw
around.
this.
I
Yeah.
know. Hope you've sent this to Anthro.
So pretty.
Mm, it's my
The
decaf.
colors too.
Oh, whoops. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to die. I love it.
I know.
Just, oh my God. I'm speechless. Okay. Oh, I want to just talk about this one. So when she showed this in
Yes.
class, it was pale. And I
Oh,
almost
that's
missed,
right. That's
remember?
right.
And I
Yes.
just went in to Photoshop levels, adjust levels, and just one little knob moved over to make it crisper and pop. And that made a difference. So sometimes I will do that.
And that's the
Rarely,
kind
but
of things we cover in that live review where you can
mhm,
see like, oh, does my so if yours isn't reviewed, but you can look at it in the same way, or if it is, you just get these hints like, huh,
mhm.
what's mine look like? If you squint and look, is it popping up? And just all sorts of tidbits that you can
Yeah.
use.
Michelle, you can totally submit to any of these companies without an agent,
Oh yeah.
100%, 100%. So go for it.
They're looking on Instagram too. They're
Uh-huh.
always looking. They're looking everywhere.
They want to discover beautiful work. Erin Vanessa took her from class.
This is a great
Beautiful.
example of somebody who hand drew the shapes,
Mhm.
which works just as well. It's getting that idea across of what it is.
To me, I guess why I like it is because I'm seeing how a person draws a shape, their
Yes.
line quality, their, it's their handmade quality that I love. You know, oh, Lisa wants to know if she can watch this again. Will this be posted somewhere, British Jenny? Or British Becky? Yes, okay. And probably will they find out in a newsletter for people that missed the beginning? Don't forget, we're going to give away a course at the end, and we're almost there, so stay tuned. We'll share it on the blog probably tomorrow. Cool. Oh, I have to tell you all something too. I'll tell you in a sec. Oh my God, Mary, this is incredible. Just making a note. I'm going to tell you something I'm up to. Gorgeous design, color, probably done digitally. Fine, beautiful, very marketable, fantastic.
Yes.
Love the drawer pulls.
And I hope this shows you the difference in the styles too.
Mhm,
You know, Aaron's before was very different than this, but so marketable.
mhm.
Both of them, all of this.
Would this be folk trend? Somebody wants to know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
for
this is.
sure.
Mhm. And you don't even need to know like what,
No,
again, their inspiration. I never say, oh, I'm looking for this trend. I need to see it. No, I never work that way.
no.
I don't look for a particular trend. Now,
We look for
Margo
what we
might have,
like, right?
yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Kendra took her on from class. Beautiful. We've
Love that.
gotten her so much stuff. And she does picture books too. You can see. Glow Lotus. Oh,
Such
I
great
have the
adhesive
opposite,
shapes.
so I wear this every day. I made this out of metal. You know this, right,
I
Margo?
do love that
Yeah,
piece, but
I
look at
do.
it's perfect for this.
I know. And I have the opposite of like some people holes like this freak them out. It's a thing, tryptophobia or something. I have
Oh,
tryptophilia. Like I love these things. Okay, I love blobs. So there you go. This is beautiful, soft color. It all hangs together
I
as
love what you
one.
keep in your mind, Lilla. I love it.
I got a weird mind. My kids are like, Mom, are you high? No,
It's
honey,
good stuff.
I don't
It's
do
good stuff.
drugs. It's just how they made me in the
All we need is
factory.
creativity. It feeds us.
It's how they made me in the factory. That's how I
Mhm.
came out. So it all works together. You want to buy all the pieces. Margo talks to us about that a lot, and we'll talk about that in class. Marenta Auten took her from class. Look at this. So she did Photoshop the spoon on there. And I
Yeah.
think she Photoshopped some vintage green things and this pink thing, and then plopped her art on. I mean, you can just go and as long as you can take a photo of something you have, you can take an image off Google, as long as you're not selling, like she can't sell this pink thing. She would just tell the client, I didn't make that. I took it on, it's not mine for reproduction.
And
It's for
the people making it are aware of that as well. So they're
Mhm.
just looking for your ideas. And sometimes when I'm looking at somebody's board and I see things like the ideas she's used, I feel like, oh, I could have a conversation with her and we could design more things because look at how her brain works. This is just the start of your conversation with if a company is finding you, they're
Mhm.
saying, we'd like to do these things. And like when you saw what Zoe had done with Creative Co-op and with Midwest, she didn't draw those things necessarily. Some of them were on her boards, but then we riffed and did even more.
Totally true. I love this so much. Okay. Oh, here we go. The Uncote.
Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'll just zip through now. Oh, we're done. Holy cow. Hey, Lilla, this work is amazing. Do I fit in class? I'm just a beginner. Yes, being around top work ups your game. Maths is the Harvard of art courses. Harvard, if you're from other countries, it's like Oxford in England, or, it's a top college. And we have the best students, in my humble opinion. Margo, don't you think we have like the most talented students?
I am blown away every time. And I saw some chat in the chat about age, and I want to say too that I don't know, maybe as we age, some of us go through this, but I know at a certain point I thought, oh my gosh, I'm obsolete. My knowledge, like, what do I have? Like, there's all these youngsters coming up, and what I realize is what I have is knowledge. I have a lot of it, and I am having a really great time watching some people that have been in different careers switch over to doing what they love, who there's no limit if you're a beginner, if you're 20, if you're 90, it doesn't. Oh, what's her name with the glasses just came out with a rug line, and what is
Oh,
she?
yeah.
100?
Iris Upfall.
Iris
Yeah.
Opfeld has a new rug line with Ruggables, and she's 100.
Mhm.
So there you go.
Yeah. So I became an illustrator at 29. I started my agency at 39. I started Mats at 58. I'm still writing courses at 68 and teaching, and as excited as ever. Forget age. Forget age, because thank you, Jean Ruth, because as just try to stay healthy, eat well, get your exercise, get your rest, like do good things. That's all. But now everyone can get their work out there. No one cares, especially in this field. You can be any age and you can work from home. So you don't even have to commute. Okay. Don't forget the 5-part Matt's preps, which is on the makeartthatsells.com blog and hashtag Matt's prep on Insta. Oh, so I picked a few. Okay, and these are the Matt's prep. Matt's prep is to prepare for class. It's just a free thing I do to get people like warmed up for class and in the mood. This is about finding objects and making colors to match that you have. Look at this. So this is design Sousa cup, and these are objects she had beautifully laid out and the colors that went with it. How fun. It's a great way to find your own color palette. This is by Sarah Lee, and I love this lettering, by the way. I love
do
it. It's
too.
right?
Yeah.
Very
I always love what people find. And look at those color palettes.
love this,
Great lettering.
these greens. It's just a little Smucker's jelly jar. This is Moments in Rainbow. This is her doing just coloring little
I
abstract.
can't wait to see what comes from this art. I love
Yeah.
I love the difference in that all of you bring. Please be yourselves. That's what makes a trend. That's what makes fresh product. That's what makes you stand apart.
Sarah LT said, "Hey, that's me. I am excited for class." That's great.
Yay.
And if you just heard what Margo said, that's pretty cool. So she smushed around paint and then cut out the little squares. How fun. By doing this exercise, I see what colors I'm drawn to, plus what other colors that I don't use often, but would be nice to try. People, please look at your colored pencils or whatever it is, and try to use a different color that we tend to use the same colors. I'm guilty of it. We all are. But
I quite like that ceramic in the corner as well.
Yeah, you would. You would notice that. Oh, so pretty. Look at this. Look at the plaid with this.
Wow.
Yeah, see, that's
So
that's the plaid I'm talking about.
You don't have, your art doesn't have to be flowers. It can be just what you love to do.
Yeah, it could be like anything.
Sarah Golden comes to mind. She's an artist that's got
Mm.
quite a following, and her art is definitely not flowers. And I have licensed it for a whole home decor line.
Oh, I love her stuff.
Love it.
Okay, Padfoot Black 25. I just think this is so beautifully painted and drawn, and the brown in here. Now, obviously, I, as an agent, would need to see more. This isn't enough for my clients to license a whole thing.
It's enough to make me look at more, though, for
Yeah.
sure.
Exactly. And the lettering is nice. This is by Slangley
S.
Art.
Langley,
Oh,
Sally Ann.
Sally Ann Langley. Oh, that's you, Kashani Mufti. Oh, that's great. Oh, and Sally Ann asked a question. Do you recommend hand drawing painted products when creating a collection versus using mock-ups? What you did here is fine. Beautiful. Perfect. Yeah.
Really
People
good,
typed
actually.
in questions sometimes before we answered. This is so, I love this. Like
I
I
do
could
too.
see an arty book out of this too, by the way.
Yes, me
Coming up
too.
in April. This is, and the work that you're going to do in the home decor class
Oof,
is
good.
going to help you get better at your work. So when you take the arty book class in April, you're even better, because this is going to push you to do your best work. These are beautiful. Look at these neutrals.
Ugh,
I
I
love
need
this.
a rug. I need a rug line out of those neutrals. Just
Love it. I know.
ew.
The whole page. I mean, I love everything about it. It's organized, it's structured, it's neat and clean, but it's like, and then the smushy blobs and this, it's really nice. What do students who have taken the course really think? The court, Lynn Gaines, are you here? Lynn's an old timer,
Yeah.
or what's another word for that?
Oh,
Like
gee, she's been around.
yeah. This course is like grad school with two rock star professors that moonlight as cheerleaders and a community that spans the globe. It's a happy place where you can blossom, learn, and feel safe to be your best. Yeah, that's great. Isn't that, yeah, that background is pretty, isn't it? Some fabric I got somewhere. Jamie Schneider writes, this course is great for both beginners and working professionals. You are walked through all phases of creating sellable products with inspiration and encouragement along the way. Jessica Sporn writes, I found the assignments incredibly valuable. There was so much wonderful information. Every week stretched me in ways I never would have imagined. Thank you, Jessica. And Leah Quinn, who's in the house, trust me, she writes, trust me, just take the course. It's a positively life-changing course that will teach you how to showcase your work for the home decor industry. It could be the best 5 creative weeks you'll have all year. P.S. Your portfolio would love you for it. That's some good copywriting. Okay, Denise Toner says, I became more skillful at mocking up art onto products, and I was surprised at the work I was able to create. Margo's finishing techniques were really interesting. Yeah, they are. Going shopping is a lot more fun now that I know more about substrates and methods of production. Yes. Okay, it starts this Monday. Go to Make Art That Sells right now, because you can get your trend boards and download them, and also fill out all the work. There's worksheets that go with it and all that. And the bundle. Oh, is this still good, Becky? This bundle applies? And Jenny, British Jenny? Bundle 15% off. You can get all this stuff. So this class plus the Home Decor Plus, which is instant downloadable, hot markets for your art part A, which has a home decor one in it. So we will see if that is still viable. You don't need a code or anything. So we'll see, because we had this on last year's. Okay, that's my studio. Ask us anything, and we will say goodbye to PowerPoint. And we have Q&As, and we have the giveaway. So let us dive in. Lisa Deegan, your questions can be, you go to makeartthatsells.com, look at courses, and you will see all the information on the course and the prices and everything. Yes, British Jenny says you can get the bundle here, and there's the link in the chat. Okay. Catherine Castano. On the new AI art. Oh, my thoughts on AI art, I will tell you in a nutshell. That's the artificial intelligence. You say like, I want a mountain with a sailboat on a lake, and it will make that happen for you instantly. My opinion, they can never replace what you can do that's unique and beautiful, and your style and how you promote it and talk about it and who you are and your work. I'm not worried about it. If your work is super in that look, right now I'm just seeing a lot of oil paint kind of look. Margo, is that what you're seeing too?
I am.
Oil paint?
I think there's, I mean, I've played around with it just to see what comes up, but nothing replaces what comes from you, what comes from, and you can, it's just so crisp, and it's so, you can, I mean, it's going to show up in certain places, but
Yeah.
you guys, I mean, it's just another tool, right? So Procreate didn't exist for a while, and there was resistance to that, and now it's part of your toolbox.
By the way, do you see my butterflies?
I
for the
love.
butterfly board.
What's that top one?
This
That one.
one?
Yes.
That I made that on machine embroidery.
Oh my gosh, Lilla. Dang, I love that so much. Look at that.
Thank you.
Ah, that's I'm just that. See, I'm thinking like, what can I do with that?
I know. You can license it if you want.
It's so good. I'm so
It's
glad
so
you have
good,
that
right?
machine. Yeah.
I love that machine. I just did it in stained glass. I'm not
Oh, I saw
done.
that. That is so cool.
Yeah, it's a nice motif,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Really
back.
nice.
Okay, well, I'm not worried about AI. Also, like you, when you do a lot of your work, you become a brand that people go to. First, it's not going to replace what you bring to it. And what I'm seeing, there's nothing on there that I feel threatened by in any way. I can't, maybe it'll change, but I'm not worried about it. It doesn't have taste, doesn't have a taste level. It doesn't have a brand and a point of view. It doesn't surprise me. I don't go, wow, that is so gorgeous.
I love that. That's quotable right there.
Doesn't have a taste level. Okay. So Catherine, I hope that answers. Dia, how can I find the creating collections for home decor classroom? Once you've signed up, you get access, and I think British Jenny or Becky can tell you that. Rebecca Faber, what is a good number of items to include in the main assignment each week? I'm thinking 3 to 5. Yeah, that sounds about right, but we'll show you examples. Oh, good, Dia, she's in. Catherine, does Pottery Barn Kids use independent artists, or do they have an in-house design team? Love their whimsical design so much. Margo,
Both.
do you know the answer to that?
They definitely license art, and they have artists inside that help get all that to happen, but both for sure. So if you would love to be in there, put that on your list.
Mm-hmm. And look at what they're doing and see, oh, they would love this, and I love it.
Because Pottery Barn Kids used to be Land of Nod. It was absorbed into Pottery Barn. No, that's Crate Kids. Sorry. So both of those, if you're interested in kids,
Yeah.
Pottery Barn Kids, Crate Kids, look at those and other companies that are doing that, because there's room for you.
Yeah, Crate Kids for sure. I don't know we haven't worked with Pottery Barn in a long time, but I know Crate Kids does. Okay, Leah Quinn, question, share how forward these color palettes are in creating products that will be ready for upcoming trends. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you'll be in good shape. I love trend. I always have. Margo loves trend. We just, we love it, and you're going to be in good shape with trend. And again, it's not trend, it's inspiration. Things don't go in or out of style so much. Look at the things you have in home decor, and you don't look at your bedspread or your, like a box you bought. Like, this is like, I don't know, billion years old. We did this with Helen Dardick. Is this out? No.
No.
it's so great. You know, what's out? I don't.
It's just those boards, like Lilla said, is inspiration, but it's definitely going to help your portfolio. Look at that.
That was Gillian Phillips. She's British and would go to Japan a lot. Okay, let's see. We answered Solid's question. Alice, shoot. How current are the trend boards? How, yeah, we answered that. We answered Valerie Light asks, how often do artists get to work from an awesome mood board like yours versus how often does art get picked up on its own without a commission? Margo, want to answer Valerie's question?
Yes. How do artists get work from an awesome mood board? So, pieces don't get, if a company is above boards, that would never get picked up. Like those are, I mean, I get all tangled with this because I'm so passionate about this answer. So companies you're going to work with, companies in the US market and Australia and England and Europe, wherever it is, they're set up to work with artists and pay you a commission. Now, once in a while, you'll see social media or things where things have been knocked off. So there are, it's just like anything. It's like people who are trying to take your, hack your Instagram. Like there's people that do that, right? But there's also very aware policing that goes on. We do it ourselves for each other. When I'm in China, I'm asking where you got that design. If I see something that I'm curious about, it happens less than it used to for companies like that. But when you might find it, there's a online site called Alibaba, and sometimes Etsy will have people that are knocking things off. But here's the thing. If something gets knocked off, if this got repeated somewhere, they can only repeat this that they see. They don't have the art and the artist and the design behind it. That's where you come in. And if you see something that's knocked off, there's whole groups on Facebook where people, you can post it and they'll just, a dog with a bone, they'll go after it. But keep in mind, your work, if you show it in your portfolio, etc., companies and people like me are looking at it to say, I'd like to work with you and pay you something to do that work. So that's how it's set up in the industry. It's set up to, through an artist agent like Lilla, or through yourself. If you don't have an agent, those companies will work with you. And if something is knocked off or you see something that resembles something else, first of all, that's something as old as time. History is made to be repeated, right? So it's interesting how sometimes things show up, but keep doing your art, keep putting fresh work out there. You will be seen and worked with in different ways.
Okay, I totally agree. And let me ask you this. First of all, it's extremely rare, and it actually has been happening a lot less. We used to every now and then would send a cease and desist, but you have to ask yourself if there's a chance, a rare chance that your art might be picked up and stolen and reproduced on something, and you don't get paid. Rare. Does that mean you're never going to show your work or try to get it out there or make all the money you could make for that one thing? I've said this often that, I'll skip that. But what I want to say is that we actually, a major retailer, very nice department store, one of our artists saw that her work was on a product there, and we contacted the company. Well, they were horrified to hear it because they bought it from someone else who copied our artist. They will never work with that company again. They paid us a fee, and they did not want to step on our toes or burn a bridge. And that was like very bad for the company that did it. And they maybe learned a lesson.
We both have been involved in fighting these, and there are companies. There's one particular company in the US that several years ago, probably 15 years ago. And it
Mhm.
took quite a while, but it was Wild Apple partnered with the Chinese government to educate factories and designers and things like that what the process was and how it worked, and like bring people over to Surtex and those shows and tour them around and say, hey, here's how this works. So this has helped a lot along the
I
way.
see, that's why it got better. Well, also, if you're a respectable company and you're working for a factory in China who copies somebody, and then that's on your product and you're hit up with a big lawsuit because they didn't tell you that this was stolen, you're not going to work with that manufacturer in China or wherever it is, even in the US or wherever,
No. And to that
so
point, to the point of AI being stolen art, that's a whole conversation, right?
yes, I know.
So that's why I would never, ever use that, because I want something that comes from your hand.
Oh, that's why you wouldn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're like, I don't know what lawsuit this is going to involve. Yeah, people don't want to get into a lawsuit. Okay, Margo, are there any other questions you see?
Um,
Oh, Megan, does the name of your collections matter? No.
unless you want to do fun lettering and you do it for the lettering, otherwise it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, don't worry about it. Okay, we answered
Have we got them all?
Rebecca. We answered Sally Ann. Okay.
Did we add Autumn's one that, oops, it skipped. One thing that holds me back is the transition to traditional medium to something reproducible. I can make it look good for a mock-up, but maybe not for mass market. That's okay. I mean, Aaron's drawing of a little picture with a bird, you don't, if the best thing is, if you're traditional, can you scan it in? Like if you can scan it and make it high res and you only paint, like you don't even do Photoshop. I've made so much product that way. So much. There's an artist that I love her work. She only paints on large canvas. So we photographed though. I wanted to make it into product. So we figured out how, but you're going to have an easier time if you can get it on the computer, scanned in. Even easier time, you all, if you do work that's layered, if you can provide a layered file. But again, if you've never even heard of that, don't worry about it. It's about putting your art out there.
And I'm wondering if she's asking, and maybe I read it wrong. It may look good for mock-up, but maybe not for mass market. Is she talking about the technique, which you answered, or the style? Sometimes people say, oh, well, I don't see my style anywhere. People, it's just the same style. I don't see my style. If you don't see your style, it's one of two reasons: that it's very original and it's great and it's going to fit in, or it's just not part of what people are buying, part of the cultural conversation. And the way to find that out is, are you going to cute shops? Are you going places? Are you looking on Pinterest or Instagram and seeing home decor products? And do you feel like you understand what's being done and fit in? Then if you really do, and you are like, I want to do like just sewing machines. I don't want to do flowers. I want to draw sewing machines. Actually, it's perfect. People do sewing machines, typewriters, vintage stuff. That's fine. So look and get savvy. That's why we show you a lot of stuff. Okay. Oh, I guess she was talking about technical. Yeah, for tradition. Yeah. Okay. So Margo answered it right. I answered it wrong.
But I think that's a really good point too, what you said.
Okay. And Margaret says, I was considering taking the Artie book course. Now I'm thinking about this one. Take both is my advice. I know that sounds self-serving, but you're going to get so good and have two different markets, book and home decks, very strong markets. So I've already got a publishing world. Oh, and you have good contacts / a literary agent. Would it be better for me to take the home decor one to learn how to branch out? Well, that's only what you can answer, but I mean, both are great. Both are very strong.
And they're going to give you different things in your portfolio.
Very different. Yeah. Okay. Can assignments be handed in late? Cassandra asks. No, the gallery does have a cutoff date each week. That doesn't mean you can't do the work. Will the course be available again at another time? No, this is it for the year. We don't even know if we're doing it next year. We don't have the schedule yet for next year. Of course, I love Margo and I hope so, but you know, I've noticed a lot of detailed animal art. Would you say this was a trend? I don't know exactly what you're talking about, so I don't know.
Animal art definitely sells.
It's always been around, whether it's detailed, sure. How do I go about being more sustainable? You can look at clients, companies, and see who's doing things that are sustainable, who are using not plastic, but more long-term things. And the thing is, we all need mugs, right? We all need plates, we all need sheets. And if yours are beautiful, people are gonna hold on to them longer. That's all I can say.
That's a good point. And many companies are looking to be more sustainable. It's definitely important.
Mhm. That's great. Okay, I think it's time for the giveaway, unless there was any question left that you want to do, but
Okay.
we've been going on a while and you're all so fantastic to have stuck
I
around
do
so
want to
long.
answer Lisa's.
Okay.
If I create a brand new design, should I send it to my dream client before I post it to social media for all to see so my dream client gets something new? Post your stuff, even if you post a little bit of it, because you never know who's looking, and don't limit your chances. Don't limit your chances. Just get it out there. But definitely send it to your dream client.
Yeah. Oh, there was a question here. Oh, ephemera, don't use ephemera. You don't own the rights. And even if you do, I'm not going to touch it as an agent because I can't be sure.
Right. And pen and ink works, black and white works.
Mm-hmm.
My
Okay.
best-selling rug is a black and white, just so you know.
What's that, Margo?
The best-selling rug in this line is black and white.
Unbelievable.
It's this one right here.
What I would say is maybe 1 week might be black. You could do black and white, or maybe have a black and white image in each week, but you definitely want to do color if you want to make money.
Remember that one champagne flute that had the one color? Like, it's fun to have it in there. But again, think about what's selling in the market and how you can play into that. So
Yeah,
anyway,
for sure.
we could talk all day, but
Okay.
contest time.
Contest, you win a free course if you already have the course. What can they do, Jenny? They can give it away, right? Give it to somebody. Okay, so here's how it works. I'm going to say a category and you can guess in the chat as many times as you want, as often, whatever. Greg.
Peachy
The Three
folder.
Bears Peachy School folders. Guess. It goes very fast. Kim, Margo, and I try. Yes, you can gift it to a friend if you win. We will look and try to find the first one, but it's not always the first one. You get what you get. You don't get upset. That's our our what do you call it thing. Okay. The topic is starting now. I'm not looking at answers before this. So if you put it before this, I'm not looking. A home decor product. Go.
And you guys, we're not going to be obvious. Come on.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
it's unusual. Oh my God, I can't even read these.
It's way too
This is
fast.
why I picked a weird
I
one.
can see, because this one, oh man, you guys are fast.
God, how are you so good? There's so many things.
Someone said I'm dizzy.
Hard
Yeah,
one.
I think me too.
I liked wind chime. That wasn't the answer, but that was a good answer.
I don't think I've seen it yet.
I
Okay,
have.
it starts with the letter D.
Slow
No.
down, slow down.
Oh,
Oh,
there it
I
is.
think I saw it.
Oh my God, stop, you guys.
Okay, Lydia. Is that the first one? If we
No, I see Stacy Martinez.
okay, that's good because Lydia is already in my year. I represent her, so she gets all the classes free. So
Oh.
okay.
Yeah,
Excellent.
so Stacy Martinez, the correct answer was doorstop.
So that just tells you that there's such a range of things you can design, and you're designing the products in this class. You're learning about products, but you're designing, you're coming up with it.
Stacy Martinez, send an email to hello@makeartthatsells.com. Tell her that you said doorstop and you won today in this. And
Hey, Stacy, that's so exciting. You guys are so funny.
yay! And you know what? To be fair, Lydia, did you want to give yours to somebody? Because
Do we want
I
to do
did-
a pop-in? Jenny's asking.
is what?
A pop-in.
Who wants to do a pop-in? What?
Do we want to? Do we want to bring somebody in?
Do you guys feel like being on a little longer, watching a little longer?
I can. I just opted out of the meeting I had, so I'm good. This is where the fun is.
Cancel all my appointments. Okay. Yes, okay. So pop in. So raise your hand. Down there, there's a thing called raise hand. And then we will pick somebody to be on the screen. I am so
Oh.
excited to see you in class. I love it. I love it. It's such a good class. Oh, let me just show you this. So I often, as an agent, have a pop in. You raise your hand, we'll put you on screen. You can ask us anything, and I have, I can do career tarot too. Where did I
Oh,
put
fun.
I can do career tarot maybe. So I have my artists come here for COVID for retreat. Margo, you've been to them.
Yes, I
And
have.
on the last day, it's 3 days, we have the artists do a craft project, and they got these like pre-made ceramic things, and then they painted it. Margo, is that so cool? And look at the line.
Who did that?
Katie Vernon.
Oh, I love that so much. I have some Katie Vernon art on my wall.
And then my daughter did this. She's in her 20s, which I think is obvious, right? How cool is that?
So great.
You know, she lives in Brooklyn. So, oh, she did this when she was in college. Sorry, that was loud. Okay, let's pull somebody up. Do we have? Got to go to participants. Oh yeah, we have a lot of people.
Oh, good. I don't know how to look at that.
Participants.
Don't be
Oh.
scared. You know what? Here's a moment to being scared. Sometimes people, it gets nervous when you put your work in, but put your work in there. Do it. Put your work in the gallery, no matter what.
That's
I
right.
wish you bravery.
Okay. I need to get my career tarot.
Awesome. Look at Lilla's studio. Isn't that great? So we filmed the course in Lilla's studio. So her little chats are right in front of the fireplace there, and in front of that fabulous wallpaper that has a little flocking, and in front of her desk. It was really great.
You know what? I just organized I have an organizer come once a week now, and because it got crazy when I was writing the arty book course. I don't know where I put my cards.
Uh-oh.
Well, maybe we won't do cards. How about that? We won't do cards. So, but we will pop somebody up. So please put your hand down if you've already been in a pop-up. Okay. And I'm sure you will intuit the right things. Thank you, Greg. Let's see. Oh, we have a lot of people. So how about we get Lisa Deegan? Lisa, have you been up on before? Have you been here before on a pop-up?
Here she comes.
Hello. No.
Hi, Lisa.
Can we, let's, how do we get
Yeah,
her?
I
on?
just
I joined
brought her up, so she should be coming
Oh,
in.
thank you.
She's here. We
Pam.
just need to see your face.
So I can stay as attendee or join as panelist is my option. Shall I?
Yes,
Okay.
do join as panelist and then we'll all be able to see you.
Oh, cool. So she's British. We know that.
You can call her British Lisa with British Jenny.
Becky just put in a link to the class, so that's how you can
Okay.
do it.
Hello,
Hi,
Lisa.
so nice to finally meet you.
See, you have good home decor product and a great color palette all surrounding you.
I know. I've been tidying my studio for months, and look at that, my rug there. There's loads.
Ooh, I would own that rug in a half a second.
So coordinated. It's so color coordinated. See, I can't pick one color. Oh, that's wonderful.
Good rugs.
So how are you, Lisa? Are you
Okay.
taking any maths classes?
I've not signed up to any at the moment, but I've taken quite a few in the past. I've done maths, I think about 10 years ago. I did this notebook on one of your courses.
Yeah,
Mm.
I know your name.
Oh, that is so cute.
Wow,
I
that's
did this
great.
as a doll, my doll from the 70s, and I took a picture of it, and then collage when you said find things at home. So I've got some flowers up there somewhere. So I photographed them and then, just sort of collage the little dolls.
Fantastic.
Oh
Do you
my
have a
gosh, that's
question for
wonderful.
us today? Do you have
Pardon?
a question or
Oh my God, yeah.
or do you want us to look at your website or your
Oh,
Instagram?
I would love you to look at my website. Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what
So
it is.
It's my name. So do you want me to spell it?
Let me open a new thing. Okay. Yep.
It's Lisa. Yeah, someone's shared it in the chat. LisaDean.com.
Oh.
So it's Lisa
Great.
DEIGHAN.
Okay.
.com.
And let me share the screen.
Got no makeup on.
Oh,
Okay.
cute.
Oh, it's happy, isn't it? It's
Yes.
happy. Okay.
You can see my favorite
Oh.
colours.
So I'm going to scroll through. Oh, there's that character. Wow, that's cool. Oh, it looks good. It's like I can see it better now. So she starts out with 9 bright and bold images. And what I always like to do is I like to see if there's an about page.
That's what I need to do.
Yes,
I need
have an about page, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can always take the portfolio review class, and I teach you what you need in a portfolio, and I show actual sites and stuff. And that's instantly downloadable. I don't think it's very expensive. So
No.
okay, so let's poke through, and Margo, feel free to point me
Yes,
in.
I must say I love a landing page where it's short and sweet and I can see where I might want to go. So I love that you have categories then that I click through to.
And what I would say is I always want to see your best work on the homepage, and I want to see a good amount like this. And don't worry about categories. Sometimes people would be like, oh, do I put this and that? Or don't worry, I don't care. I'm going to jump till I find stuff I like. So
Yep.
I would also, instead of having a next button,
Right.
because clicking, believe it or not, we're so busy. Yeah. We just want to scroll. Okay.
Yeah. More
Okay.
pictures.
So I would change that. I love these. I love when they're more. So when it's like this, again, it's really gorgeous colors, really fun pattern. I'd like to see you hand draw that, because that's going to separate you. And watercolor, pen and ink, or how can I help you?
Nice.
Okay, we won't do that. Okay, that's cool that she has that.
That's really cool.
So what I
My
like
brother is for me. Yeah.
See, now she starts going
Yeah, look at that.
textures. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
That's Lilla. You could own that.
I could own it. Yeah. So I want to go back and see. Let me start over. Yeah, when you get into the textures, and what I'm going to tell you here, love the soft colors, love the watery stuff, and look, she's got she's got a crisp black line and then a watery color thing here. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I would say I'd like to see colors that are not primary and secondary pastels. I know you're using pastels, but try maybe some bold, some that are neutrals like a deep rust or the color of the bark of a tree or the color of sand and stone, and it gets more sophisticated. I think you'll have a lot of fun. I love your drawing style and your imagery. Okay.
I used to work for a company, a stationery company, and everything was printed in China. So we're always pushed to make sure our colours were really bright. So that's why I'm kind of lacking in the duller colours, because they'd say, no, it's got to be brighter than that, you know, because the
For the printing.
always dulled it down, you know. Yeah.
See, this is gorgeous.
Yes,
It's
it
really
is.
beautiful. I would mix these 5 pieces into one piece, maybe. I would love, you have to give a lot, everybody. You have to give a lot. So look, we just licensed this. I know you won't be able to see so well, with one of my artists. She was a math student. This is
Is it a
Jenny
puzzle?
Merriam. It's a puzzle. Look how much is on. Oh, look how much is on there.
Right.
Okay, so now that's a puzzle. It's not home decor, but this is really charming. But I would love to see you mush together. Let me have 1 or 2 of these blobs and a few of these and these trees and the clouds and the words and the gray in one. Make it bigger. I think you're working small. Work bigger.
Yeah.
So when it's reduced, there's a lot in there.
Mhm.
Okay. And this, I love this line.
Yeah.
Love. Do more.
Great use of color. Mhm.
Yeah. Great color. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like line work as well as
Those.
blobby colours, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So I do
seeing
do everything by hand and scan it in, really.
nice. I like,
Oh.
and that comes across like the one flower pattern Lilla went into where it had you could tell the watercolor and you could tell it's just that
This
adds a lot. It was earlier, but all of them. I
okay.
love the feeling of hand that shows through.
Yeah. I am partial to hand. It's easier. I like it as an agent too, because it's not something that can be readily copied.
Right. She's cute.
This is really cool.
That was the best thing I did on your course quite a few years ago, I think. It was like a montage thing, and we made it into I think sort of purses and, you know, was it like a mirror and things like that?
I love your design. I love your color. You see how you have bold colors and neutrals. My concern is the vintage ephemera and the photo of an actual doll.
If you could use it, if it could be licensed.
Yeah. You know, would somebody say, hey, that's my doll? Or
No, it is my doll. I took the photo.
Right. But who
I
made that
understand.
doll?
Pardon?
Who made that doll?
No, yeah, I know what you mean. No, it's a doll from the 70s, but I don't know what the doll is. It's not like a Cindy or anything, you know. You know what I
Right.
mean?
But
someone
that would
did
be
make
something
it.
that would
Yeah.
potentially
Yeah,
hinder a company.
Yeah, I did wonder that actually when I was looking at it the other day.
Yeah.
But she's
Just
super cute.
Just because you own it, you don't, we don't own the rights to it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I mean, if you drew her face or you made a doll
Right.
and photographed it, you could
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice. We can see everything at once.
So this one, the top one was they draw and cook.
Oh,
Recipe.
nice. Yeah.
So that's a wide thing. If you click on it, it's about that wide.
What?
The first one.
First one,
Oh, yeah. See, now you're giving a ton. I like that.
Yeah.
A lot in here. That's excellent. Good.
I often have people ask me, you know, hey, I do ceramics or I quilt or I do abstract that goes along with my patterning. Do I put that in my portfolio? And a tab like this, other cool stuff, or, you know, art I do is a great place to do that because you never know what people are looking for or what they're going to license.
Oops. Flowers. So, okay, so we did flowers and then we did other lovely stuff. I see. Okay. And
Yeah,
can we look at the
that
shop?
was me just, I think I remember these. Oh yeah, they're my notebooks.
Oh, that
Nice.
looks nice.
That's what that is.
That looks really good.
They're so cheap, but I'm not very good at marketing myself.
They
unfortunately.
do need to be more expensive.
Yeah,
I know, they are
do.
so.
Well, because also, I mean, that's the price of a digital download of
Mm,
few images, but they're getting an actual product. They need to sell it. And you don't want to undercut other people who are trying to make a living doing
No,
it.
no.
So you want to, make it a good
I
price.
think I need to, up the price, but then I
Plus,
need
you
to
need to
market it.
own your value.
Right.
Mm,
Yeah.
Sometimes
And
people
that's a
think,
pretty
oh,
cool-
it's only 3. Is something
Yeah,
wrong
yeah.
with it?
yeah,
Is
I
it
know.
only
I
3
know
pages?
that. I set
Right.
that price a few years ago. I don't think I'll be able to make them for that price now. So,
Yeah.
No, I can't imagine you make any profit.
You'll be paying for it.
mm,
That's your
That's
goal
really
today.
good.
Go up, raise your prices.
yeah, raise my prices and market it.
Yes, market it. Put some of those
Yeah.
on Instagram and tell people how to find them.
Exactly. That's really nice.
I think
Yeah.
that's
There's a
come
lot
from
of things.
that's come from one of your courses as well, I think, doing the
Oh.
collage flowers.
I like that too.
Mm,
I like how you've got a plaid here, you've got line, you've got dots, you've got black and white. This is like one color thing. You're giving a lot of variety, which you don't always have to do. Some pieces are just all one thing, but this I like the variety that you're doing. Okay. Wow, lots of good stuff. How often do you draw?
I've not done much recently. I do it when I go on holiday. We've got a little caravan, and when I go on holiday, I draw, and I do mainly draw flowers and plants.
Okay.
And
Here's my
but I've not.
advice.
Yeah.
Here's my advice to you. I would like you to challenge, well, if you take the course, you'll be set. But anyway, challenge yourself to draw different things than you usually do using reference. Either go buy some flowers or Google images, ferns, elephants, whatever, birds, whatever you want to draw. But I want you to draw every single day for 15 minutes. I am your doctor. This is your prescription.
Yeah, thank you.
Every day for
Flowers.
15 minutes and draw. And you can use today pencil, tomorrow pen and ink, computer, whatever you want. I don't care. Draw every single day. Do it for 30 days and call me in the morning. No. And you're going to see your work get really, really good, even
Okay.
better than it is now.
Thank you.
That's the prescription. Mhm.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. It's all it is. I wasn't a born good drawer. Here's what I had: a unique way of thinking and looking at things. I loved color and I loved line. But drawing things, I took drawing classes way back in grad school, my master's, like life drawing and everything. But I had to draw a lot to get good at it. And as I said, I made my living for 15 years as an illustrator. And so I drew lots of things in my style. It's something you get good at with practice, like a musical instrument.
Yeah.
Elaine
I'll do
says,
that.
I'm going to get myself one of those prescriptions too. I should get a prescription pad for my husband. I have to like white out everything on it though.
I
I'll
do
just
have-
draw. I'll
Yeah.
draw one.
But
Thank-
make him some covers.
So I'm quite new. I'm not very. I'm only just starting to get into Instagram, which I've had a big
Sure.
career break to have kids. So if I do this, do I mention you or hashtag you? I don't really know the difference.
Oh, of course, please. Absolutely, people. Oh, and I have to tell you all something. Well, I'm going to say Lisa, I'm going to say thank you so much.
Thank
It
you.
was such a pleasure meeting you. So I
Thank
want you to do that. I want you to keep working, keep making art, and I love your energy. So
Thank you.
very excited for you.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah, good stuff.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay,
Thank
everybody
you.
send her hearts. Send her hearts. Thank you. So I want to tell everybody something. So the Mats team, and then we'll go, but the Mats team, Lilla, could you please, just do little videos, like 3-minute, 10-second videos for Instagram, just show your studio, open a drawer and just show or whatever. I'm like, well, but like what, 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 I don't understand. Like I see them on Insta, and well, so I wasn't doing it, because it was like a nice to have, not a have to. And then I talked to Becky and she was like, just shoot a few and send them to us, just like to test. Oh, test ones. Oh, okay, little test. Well, I've been doing them this week. I've done 9. I freaking love it. I don't have to show my face, which is not, I mean, I'm fine with my face, but like I don't have to worry, and so they're overhead right now, over there on my art table. I demonstrate and I talk, and maybe I'll tell a personal anecdote. I'm having a ball. Do you think that's something that you would like? Thank you, British Jenny, for pushing me too.
I've already been eating these up. I like the butterfly stained glass. Like, I love to see what you're working on. I love to see bits of your studio.
Thank you. So there was the embroidery one already.
Yes, which was awesome.
Okay.
The partially
That was
hooked
my-
rug.
The what?
The hooked rug.
But those were just stills, not
Were
video.
those okay? So show us, do a little video.
That's what it is. These are videos.
I love it.
These are like little video ones. And my favorite one I just did is showing you different blues. I squoze out blue
Ooh.
watercolors and gouaches, and I'm showing you the different ones and how they look, ultramarine and everything. And then I'm talking and I tell the story about dating my husband. So
Aw.
it's like I get to do personal anecdotes, and I sent them to my kids, and they said, they said it's Bob Ross. You're Bob Ross.
I'd much prefer to watch you.
But I have prettier clothes than he does.
Yes.
So not to be competitive, but
No, and I'm going to give a little plug for Windowsill Chats too, because there's a couple conversations with Lilla, and there's so many conversations with artists. And Windowsill Chats is the podcast that I do.
Mhm.
And if you're feeling like, oh gosh, I'm all alone here, or how do I get there? It's a place for you to not feel that way. We keep you company while you're doing your homework and your schoolwork and your artwork and your everything. So
Coursework. Mhm.
yeah, just another friendly place to hear from other artists and find community that leads you right back here.
I love it. I love her Windowsill Chats. I've been flattered to be on twice, and Margo's such a good interviewer. And as she says, when you're taking the courses, you can listen. Oh, Raquel loved the Sarah Walsh one. Look at that. Oh, Lilla in uppercase. Yeah.
Yes, Uppercase is another. If you
Thank
don't know
you very
Uppercase
much.
magazine, so much
good.
opportunity and richness, and Lilla's column is wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you, everybody. This has been Dreamy TGIF. I'm going to get groceries with my husband. I'm going to call my kids who are living in Spain this month, Jacob and Jess,
Nice.
before it's late. They're digital nomads.
Love it.
You can work anywhere, people. So thank you, everybody. I hope I see you in class on Monday. We won't literally see you, but we'll get started. And then we'll see you the following Monday live, just like this. It won't be, I don't know, it shouldn't be this long, 2 hours.
Probably not.
Whatever. They're recorded, so you can watch, you can have them in the background. But I'm telling you, the creative careers are the best careers. Believe me.
And the people are the best people. We're
best
all
people.
so supportive of each other, and I love that.
The best. Thank you. Any final words, Margo TD, before we hit the road?
Just love spending time with you all, no matter what it looks like. This is
Mhm.
just the highlight of my day. Thank you.
It is highlight. And Margo, it's so good to see you. And I'm so excited to be with you again in the reviews. I have a
Thank you.
ball with you.
Same.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. See you later. Bye.